Thank you for watching. You can support the body via Cash App or PayPal. You can also support the channel by joining our Patreon for exclusive videos and content that can't be found anywhere else. We're the Sons of Thunder. It's our heart's prayer and desire for Israel that they might be saved. Shalom.
This month's sponsor is brought to you by Mealy's Naturals, handcrafted natural soaps. Be sure to visit the website, mealysnaturals.myshopify.com. And be sure to visit her Instagram at mealys.naturals. Mealy's Naturals. It's an herbal vibe.
Welcome to the Truth of Yah. The Truth of Yah's board game's mission is to humble the world in the Truth of Yah. The Truth of Yah's board game's vision is to build up the poor man and woman in spirit. Many people are deceived by lies, deceits, fraud, pride, forward mouth, arrogance, and evil ways. The poor in spirit are attacked daily. The vision to build up the spirit is to cause people only to walk in the ways of Yahweh, just as his son Yahweh Shai and the prophets did, by not just speaking the word, but by putting every word Yahweh spoke into action.
We're the Sons of Thunder Israelites, and it's our heart's prayer and desire that you all get the Truth of Yah game.
Use our discount code SOT for additional savings.
Shalom.
All right, well, let's play, man. Let's get it going, man.
Khan, shalom,
Shalom, family.
First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, and we do so by Hashem Mashiach Yahweh. What we just said in the ancient Hebrew tongue was all praise to the Most High in the name of Christ. Right. We love you, family, and thank y'all for joining us for another Truth Tuesday class.
That's right.
Where we take all false doctrine, all lies, all doctrine, period. Put it on a lie detector test and determine if that was the truth or if it was in fact a lie.
That's right.
We thank all you brothers and sisters for joining us. I would like to thank all of our members. Man, we like to shout out our members, Zakar, Makazi Wath, Shalomah, Salaki. My John just must refresh, so I can't see everybody. Can somebody else shout the brothers out in the chat? Shout out the members in the chat.
Hey, you're on mute, King. I shot on mute. Okay, I'm gonna start out with Soldier Tazar. Yeah, Shalom, mighty man. The water for being a member. Soldier Aquaria. Shalom, mighty man. Okay, let's get the members real quick. Soldier Warrior Micah Allah, my brother out in Alabama doing mighty work, man. That brother stays diligent. That brother, man. You boys got brothers and sisters, sign up to Patreon, man. We got these soldiers bringing out good lessons on Patreon. My brother Micah always bringing out good lessons on there.
That's right.
Soldier Azariah Ben Yahweh. Shalom, mighty man. The water being a member again. She's striving House of Naka Washta. Shalom, sis. The water for joining us. Soldier Shakur, my mighty brother up there from the northwest or Midwest, Salakia. Soldier Yah Zabah. Shalom, mighty man. Shalom. The water for being a member.
The water.
Like a war, that's right. SOT. Man, these boys got my names. Makazi Yawath. One thing I learned from my Levi brothers is when you read the Hebrew, take your time with it. I'm always trying to read it fast. That's why I'm always messing up the names. I'm taking my time with it. I learned that from the Levi brothers, always saying the prayer in Pele when they take their time with it. Shalom, mighty man. Ariel, Shalom, mighty man. Again, the water for joining us, and the water to the whole chat. Everybody joining us, man. It's a blessing to have all of you on here tonight. Joining us Tuesday.
All praises, man. And who was just shouted out? For everybody wondering why their comment wasn't noticed and why they get a shalom, because we was giving the members a shalom, a personal shalom. And I know some of y'all mad. Why don't I get one? They only get one, you know what I mean? But I address the chat first. Y'all brothers, this is shalom. I pray y'all having a blessed week. Our soldiers, they just get more support because they support us the best that they can. If you would like to become a member of the Sons of Thunder channel, go ahead, go to the Sons of Thunder Israelites YouTube and join. It'll be right there. Join. If you want to one up these guys that's joined the YouTube, y'all become a Patreon member.
That's right.
The Patreon member. I hope it's Q&A tonight. Go ahead and put your question in the chat right now, and if we have time at the end, we'll answer your question.
That's right.
Yeah. Go ahead and join. Go ahead and become a Patreon member. The Patreon members, they do get, discount to feast days, exclusive content, and behind the scenes content, access to our library, access to certain debates that don't get aired on the YouTube channel. It's a lot. A lot goes into Patreon, and we do it just because our brothers and sisters, they try to support us the best they can. So we try to give them extra content the best that we can. Right, behind the scenes footage. Coming up soon, man, is a debate. Some more debates coming up soon on that platform. What else is coming up soon? Hey, we got some behind the scenes footage from Tabernacles. Y'all are not gonna want to miss. So y'all, become a Patreon member. Become a Patreon member, man. All praises, and if you would like to have your product shown on the classes, go ahead and send us an email at sonsofthunderisraelites@gmail.com. Right, if you have a righteous Israelite product, a product that doesn't promote not keeping the commandments, we would love to advertise that. Right, so go ahead and send us an email at sonsofthunderisraelites@gmail.com, and we can go ahead and either make you a commercial, give you a voiceover, or you can hand it to us already done, and we just air it on our shows on throughout the week. Right. Without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into the video, man.
That's right.
Right? So tonight, the class is called Beware of Propaganda. Beware of Propaganda. Deron, why are you saying this? And what's going on? What is propaganda? Y'all got all these questions about it, but we're going to dive into that thing tonight. Right? First off, we're going to teach the people what propaganda is. Right? So what I have is a video that's going into that. What I'm going to do right now is this right here. God. Hit him with it one time. Right? Fair use. Right? Go ahead, if you can, Amari, bring that video up.
Start from the beginning.
Oh yeah, it started from the beginning. We're gonna go 5 minutes through. Because what we gotta do is understand what is propaganda. Propaganda is a powerful tool used by anybody can use propaganda. Right? Propaganda can go from your advertising for a high school football team, all the way to determining your favorite or your what side you choose in a world war, right? Propaganda can go from as innocent as you repping your 5-year-old child's number on a baseball field, or you eating McDonald's over KFC, to a world war. That's how important propaganda is, and how powerful how powerful emotionally it makes you feel as a person, as a consumer, right? And as a as a citizen, even in a world government, right? In a world power. So what we're gonna do is give y'all a little information on that via this video. Again, fair use. Again, fair use. We're gonna be using this all throughout the class because I got a couple videos to show y'all and reasons why this is even a class, right? So if you can, you got in there?
Yeah, about to share right now.
Oh yeah, share that jump. And we're gonna get into it. Con. But all praises. If y'all have not already, go ahead, share the video, y'all brothers in the chat, SOT brothers and prospects. Y'all go ahead and go into y'all various chats. Get y'all brothers in these classes. Get y'all brothers in this classroom. And so they can listen to this video because I believe through the spirit it's gonna be a good one. Right? Without further ado, here we go. Oh, not the Breakfast Club one, the other one.
Oh, not this one. Oh, okay, Con.
Yeah, the other one.
The one, you said the propaganda one.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna give him another second. While this is going on, hold on real fast. I'm going real fast. Okay, somebody give me Isaiah 11:3. Let's see what they say.
Now the book of Isaiah chapter 11 and verse 3.
Bring that up.
Let's see.
And shall make him of quick understanding in the fear of the Lord,
Right?
and he shall not judge after the sight of his eyes, neither
So
reprove,
keep going. Neither will he do what?
neither reprove after the hearing of his ears.
So boom. This is something important because propaganda is used based off what you're seeing and what you're hearing. So a lot of people don't understand that this can right here. Read the beginning part of this right here in Isaiah.
Kind of out of one.
Right, Isaiah 11:3. Read
Kinda
that
like one.
again.
And shall make him of quick understanding
Uh-huh.
in the fear of the Lord.
So what you have to be is quick, right? Make you alive, right? Make you sharp, but you're sharp in the understanding of the fear of the Lord. And the understanding and the fear of the Lord is going to mold you so that you're not swayed, but your opinion is not swayed by what you're seeing, whether it's a person of rich stature, a person of poor stature, right? A person that's grimy or a person that's clean. You're not judging based off that, right? Isn't that what they do with our men?
Kind of fried one.
You still trying to pull up in the background, Mark? You on mute?
I said, I don't want. I was just waiting for you to finish. I got it up right now.
Okay, So
Here we
just
go.
like we're not looking at your eyes. That's what they do to our so-called black brothers. They look at them. How they try to look. This is propaganda. What they tried to do to Trayvon Martin, right? So in Trayvon Martin's case, I was so confused on what was going on as a youngin, because they was talking about how he was playing football and how strong he was, how in his past he carried his dad out of a house. They was talking about all this other stuff, but what they was trying to do was paint an image of Trayvon Martin being this strong, brolic young man. Even though he was young, he was this man child. That's how important propaganda is. I'm gonna make you seem like something that you're not. And that's what they try to do. But those that are made quick through the understanding of the Lord, they're not looking at the sight of eyes and deeming something, nor are they hearing other people's words about this person and making it and having their own oppression or preconceived notion predicated upon other people's words. A lot of people do that. Let's say you coming up on a new job, right? And a lot of people, they try to come to you and they talk and they say different things about people that you have never met. This is the first time you're seeing, and they give you their opinion of them. Right? And
like
then some of us that's weak-minded, we go and have that notion about this person that we haven't even met yet. Right? But that, according to the scripture, that's wrong. Right? Go ahead, y'all.
I got a preacher for you out of one that goes into everything you're saying out of one.
Bring it out. Let's hear it.
There's a book of 2 Peter chapter 3 verse 17. I'll let you break it down out of one.
Come.
Ye therefore, beloved, seeing ye know these things before, beware lest ye also, being led away with the error of the wicked, fall from your own steadfast.
Exactly. So what your own steadfastness is the laws of God. Your steadfastness is the words of Christ that we're going to get into later. Right? That's telling you not to judge by your sight or by what you're hearing other people say. That's your steadfastness. But y'all, some people are going to be carried away by the words of Satan, by the words of evil men. That's going to make them feel a certain way with no evidence.
That's right.
Make them feel a certain type of way with nothing to back it up. And that's what propaganda is. Mostly. most times that's the propaganda that I'm teaching to beware of, right? But let's get this video.
Can you?
Uh-oh.
Is everybody able to see it?
Yeah, we got it up. Go ahead, play that, John.
Always obvious in retrospect. Today, you look at the posters, the films, the cartoons from World War II and the Cold War, and it's really clear what's going on. It's obvious. You see the emotions that are being played on. You see the symbolism of everything. It's propaganda, and it looks like it.
Americans don't give up. That's right. And I'm an American.
20 years after the start of the Iraq War, this is what the Bush years look like.
Iraq continues to flaunt its hostility toward America and to support terror. An outlaw regime that threatens the peace with weapons of mass murder. The Iraqi regime has plotted to develop anthrax and nerve gas and nuclear weapons. States like these and their terrorist allies constitute an axis of evil, arming to threaten the peace of the world.
Today, we know that Saddam Hussein never had WMDs. He wasn't responsible for the anthrax attacks, and he wasn't funding Al-Qaeda. All the justifications for the Iraq War that made it out to be a battle between good and...
Hey, try to turn it up. Try to turn it up some more, King. Yeah, Con, it was mad low. So
That's
basically, if y'all pause it again,
another country, and that resulted in hundreds of thousands of deaths, were
go ahead, go back to right there.
Like right here.
But hold on, y'all. Make sure y'all listening to this video, right? Make sure y'all listen, because what we're gonna show is the type of stuff, and keep that First Peter, or Second Peter, which you was reading in Peter, right? Because we're gonna read it again after this man say this. Go ahead and go back. Make sure y'all are listening.
Hostility toward America and to support terror. An outlaw regime that threatens the peace with weapons of mass murder. The Iraqi regime has plotted to develop anthrax and nerve gas and nuclear weapons. States like these and their terrorist allies constitute an axis of evil, arming to threaten the peace of the world.
Today, we know that Saddam Hussein never had WMDs. He wasn't responsible for the anthrax attacks, and he wasn't funding Al-Qaeda. All the justifications for the Iraq War that made it out to be a battle between good and evil, that convinced millions of Americans their army should invade another country, and that resulted in hundreds of thousands of deaths, were unfounded and spread, at times knowingly, by senior government officials and major news outlets.
Hey, pause there. So what was just brought out just then is all he said. We had Bush, we had the politicians and the world, the U.S. leaders of that time pushing for something, and what they wanted to do was go and invade another group of people. What I was trying to refrain to do for, just to have this class be only for educational purposes and not try to push any agendas or anything. I'm just gonna say people. I'm gonna say nations and describe these people, right? So this nation is going against another nation, but the way that they try to prevent civil unrest for it and try to make them feel like a hero for doing this, and that they're fully justified to do the things that they're doing, is they push propaganda of what they say: anthrax, weapons of mass destruction, terrorism, right? This is all the stuff that they were pushing to go against this other nation. But it was found out that all of the things that they were using, that they pushed in the media for reasons to go, were not true. Now what are they doing? Why did they do it? It was for a reason. Now they had reasons that were lies, but the real reason was something hidden from the people at the time, that they felt if they would have brought out the real meaning, it wouldn't have been justified to go in there and do what we did, right? That's why a lie is even made. A lie is made for either fear of what the outcome is, or you feel like I'm not gonna be able to do what I want, so I'm gonna tell this little lie, right? And that's
Right.
exactly exactly what this nation did. But that right there, the thing that made the people, it tugged on their heartstring. Oh no, I want my nation. I want to be safe. I don't want to fear of weapons of mass. I don't want that. So what do? Let's go to war. Got brother son enlisting in the military and all that, man. Right? All off of straight lies. Continue the video. We're gonna show you how deep propaganda really go. Watch this.
That's right.
Propaganda. This is what usually comes to mind. War and lies. Very attractively packaged discourse to get people to fight. But there's much more to propaganda than the flashy stuff. Propaganda can be, and actually thrives, when it's mundane. We should talk definitions. Encyclopedia Britannica defines propaganda as the dissemination of information, facts, arguments, rumors, half-truths, or lies to influence public opinion.
Pause that.
If we're honest, the less sensational.
So try to go back so the people can see that, and be ready on that pause button, brother.
Okay, Con. So go back a little bit.
Yeah, just for the definition's sake, though.
Okay. Go right here.
And actually thrives when it's mundane. We should talk definitions. Encyclopedia Britannica defines propaganda as the dissemination of information, facts, arguments, rumors, half-truths, or lies to influence public opinion.
Pause that. So the reason for this thing is to what? Influence public opinion. So what they either do is they tell half-truth, they tell blatant lies, they bring out facts, right? You see this. Where's one of the places you see this is in your democracy.
Mm-hmm.
One of the places you see this is in the United States democracy during the presidential election, during the governor's race, the mayor's race, right? Will facts come out, rumors come out, half-truths come out, and lies come out to do what? Influence the public opinion of a certain person, right?
That's right, one.
I forgot where over here in Georgia they was who was it? Was it Raphael Warnock? It was somebody. They was like, this man is crazy. And they had his ex-wife on the dang on TV.
Oh, I remember that.
You remember that?
Yeah.
They had his ex-wife on the TV talking about this man's character.
This
is what they're
dirty game. Out of one's a dirty game.
It's a dirty game, right? And they'll do anything, man. They'll do anything. They gonna Hillary Clinton tried to run, and they brought up her damn emails, man.
Yeah.
Right? They brought out her scandals. You feel me? So this is why. So the public opinion can be swayed towards another side. This is the reason. This is one of the reasons for propaganda. He's gonna show you a whole nother side. Keep going.
If we're honest, the less sensationalist way to describe most propaganda is influential rhetoric, or maybe advertising. Something doesn't need to be a lie to be propaganda. It doesn't need to come from the government. And it doesn't need to be about war or another country being the root of all evil. If you don't like this video, for example, you can call it propaganda if you want. It technically fits that description. There's no such thing as unbiased media, and I openly admit this channel's socialist bent, so this is influential rhetoric. But most of us don't use the word propaganda correctly, like the very uptight people at Britannica. We tend to think of propaganda more like Edward Bernays, the guy credited with developing modern public relations back in the 1920s. Bernays described propaganda as, quote, the conscious and intelligent manipulation of the organized habits and opinions of the masses.
All right, pause that. So Bernays, now if I'm not mistaken, I'm not even going to say it because I think I know, like, one of Bernays' descendants owns a very, very influential company today. But I don't want to say, I think I remember seeing it somewhere or hearing it somewhere, but I don't want to say it because it may not be true. Right? But hey, if somebody could look up Bernays, Edward Bernays for me, one of you brothers on here, to see if because I think one of his descendants, see if one of his descendants own like a major company today. Right. But this man's definition is the conscious and intelligent manipulation of the organized habits and opinions of the masses. Now, boom. Eric Benays is bringing it from just an opinion to a person's habits. Now, based off propaganda, I can make a person's habit change, right? What habits are important for propaganda's sake? I'm gonna make a person dependent on consumership. I'm gonna make a person loyal to a specific brand. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna make this brand socially acceptable versus this brand. Where
Right.
you see that all the time, right? A lot of people, and this you see it. Where do I see this today? You see it in a constant war between, and it's not really a war, but if you look at it, it still is some type of conflict between Androids and iPhones, right? To where it's a person's habit now when they're going to buy a phone where they say absolutely not to one of the two, right?
Right.
Now, their opinion has changed based off what? The propaganda used. If you got an iPhone and you're going to a modern day woman of 2023 and you don't have a lot of game, as soon as you pull out that Android, it's over with.
It's over
right?
with.
A
Yeah.
lot of people feel like they lost the battle at the Android. You feel me? Boom, straight like that. Why? Oh, I don't got FaceTime, huh? Why? Because the propaganda used
It's like
FaceTime, blue messages. You see what I'm saying? That seemed to be good, but once you have green, why your message is green? I had a girl tell me one time, nah, you're a red flag. Why your message is green?
Ew.
Ew. And I'm like, what do you mean by that? Right? My woman even told me, hey man, hey, we got to get you an iPhone. I gotta be able to FaceTime. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But that's how propaganda works, though. Because then she could have. Hey, why can't you download Google Duo? They're not doing it.
I can't see if you left me on red or not.
Right.
It's a lot of things that go into it. But boom, there you see it right there.
It's like
boom, he was named he was named the father of propaganda. And just because Yazabah said that, I know I'm talking about the right person.
I got him in the background too. I don't want to even bring him up or not. It doesn't matter.
Who that is?
That demon. I should have in the background.
Khan. We can look at him.
The devil.
Hey, if I'm not mistaken, bro, one of Bro Descendants on Netflix right now. Somebody fact check that for me.
I wouldn't doubt it.
So he's I think if you could zoom in a little bit more.
Nah, let me try to do real quick. I don't want
Edward Bernays, man. So he was named, this man, Edward Bernays, German. He was German, American theorist.
How's that right there?
Right, that's good. Considered a pioneer in the field of public relations and propaganda, right? And referral in his obituary as the father of public relations, right? So he's the father of this thing, man. What he's doing, he knows what he's doing. We're gonna see. Look, we're gonna see what he did. Because why would they name him that? Why would they name him the father of public relations or the father of propaganda? We're gonna see why. Watch what he did.
Are we continuing on in the video?
Continue on in the video.
Okay.
Though most of us think this is a bad thing. He said it was an important element in democratic society.
Right.
That's because Bernays had a terrible understanding of what democracy is. Bernays saw democracy not as a society where people govern themselves, striving to diffuse power equally between all and organize fairly their interdependence, but as a society that could be managed by what he called, quote, invisible governors. He believed most people were just too dumb or prone to violence to think for themselves, except in the narrow confines of an election between 2, max 3 or 4 pre-selected candidates. The rest of the time, people needed to be policed and nudged from the top down for life to remain decent. And as society started turning away from more overt and violent forms of control, he helped devise strategies that would help manage society through the more subtle means of public relations instead. Bernays wrote mostly for advertisers.
Pause
he
that.
cared about molding habits to
So instead of you having, so he felt like this propaganda was a perfect way to help democracy. It's a perfect way to help democracy. Why? Why would that be the perfect way to help democracy? Well, I can persuade a public view. I can persuade public relations based off of propaganda. Now I can sway the people. I have the people in a controlled environment, right? And I can sway their views. Because now they're gonna have what peer after I sway one person's view or a majority of this group, they're gonna have peer pressure to where all of this is the ingenious nature of your damn enemy right here. You so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American, this is who you're going. His mind is saying this is perfect for what I want. If I want to control the society, I'm going to use this.
Increase company profits.
Suck you.
You're right. We're not going to go in the streets and gun people down to choose this product over this one. We're going to make this product seem like if you choose this, you're making it. If you choose this, you're not. And where is the public relations or the mass majority of the public going to sway to? One side. Right? You can continue to play it from where you was at. You don't got to go back. Go ahead, Ken.
Yeah, I was gonna mention that a few minutes ago before I got to this part. You see that heavily with back in the day with the cigarette commercials, as you can kind of see in the background with the Camels.
Right.
With them when them companies put out them commercials, it conveyed to the public that you was cool if you was smoking these cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? They said they'll have like that girl in the background of the commercial. They'll have all your boys in the background of the commercial, and it'll be like, yo, this dude right here. Like, look at the lifestyle you can get by just smoking a cigarette or just having it in your ear. Right. And that's that. Like I said, that's that sway in the public that you gotta choose this option. You know what I mean?
Exactly. That's exactly true, man.
Right.
Go ahead, King.
Before you play the video, I got some information on Netflix. I don't want me to bring that
out.
So his great nephew's name is Reed Hastings. My source is the New York Times. His great nephew, Reed Hastings, is he just stepped down earlier this year as the CEO of Netflix, but he stayed on as the chairman. So that's Edward Barnay's great nephew, is still a chairman of the company.
Boom. That's why, and people wonder how Netflix is so big, is because one of this man's descendants, that is the father of one of his uncles. His uncle is the father of propaganda. That's why you got people on Netflix now. Because he's using the same gifts that his dang uncle gave him, man. This is crazy because it's a testament against you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Edward Bernays is the father of propaganda. And what his great nephew did was took his game, and now he was the chairman of one of the biggest companies in the world right now. Where you can't even take the Bible and become the greatest people on earth. This is insane. That's insanity and a testament against you. Because the Bible and the promises, the gifts, the covenant is way better than Netflix can ever give you.
Right.
The royalties that Netflix can ever give you. Right? With this Bible right here, you can inherit the whole earth. But you don't even understand it, man. Well, go ahead, continue this video, because how we doing right now, we're not gonna be able to go to the next part.
Okay, cool.
He wrote mostly for advertisers. He cared about molding habits to increase company profits. But soon enough, the importance of his work carried into state
molding habits to increase companies' product consumership, basically. Right? That's his thing. Right? Move on.
State politics. I want to quickly share what for me has been a hugely positive habit, and that's speaking
that for me.
Using BetterHelp. I've spoken in
so boom. We about to see this man level. We've seen his point of view.
Right.
So now what we about to do is see his point of view in action. It's gonna get crazy. It's about to get wicked. Watch this.
Starting in the 1940s, for example, Bernays was hired by United Fruit Company, now Chiquita, the Banana People, to run a massive PR strategy in the US. Working primarily, but not exclusively, through influencing the press, Bernays and United Fruit drummed up fear of a communist takeover in Guatemala, which had recently democratically elected a president with somewhat left-wing politics. If you've ever heard of United Fruit, you know how this story goes. It's the same almost everywhere in Latin America. In 1954, thanks in part to Bernays and United Fruit's efforts to demonize Jacobo Arbenz and paint him as a Soviet puppet, a CIA-backed coup overthrew the Guatemalan president and replaced him with a military dictatorship that plunged the country into civil war for decades.
Pause it.
But back to the...
This man went into another country.
Right.
He was hired to use his gifts of propaganda, his people's persuasion, and media to get people to sanction. Like, what they do is they get people on their side. They make a little group that overtake or kill the president. Then they set up somebody else who then plunge the particular government into its own destruction. And now they having generations and decades of civil war.
Right.
All because of propaganda.
That's it.
That's that man's work. That's his hand. Generations of civil war. Boom, right there. And people think what we at right there? 5? People think it's sweet, but it's not. It really gets like that.
They do.
Come on. It's not just, I want Burger King over McDonald's. It gets wicked like this. Hey, go a couple seconds back. Go like 15, 20 seconds back, and then we'll play it all the way through the 5 minutes.
Okay, kind of.
It gets like this, man. Y'all listen to how strategic bro was.
In 1954, thanks in part to Bernays and United Fruit's efforts to demonize Jacobo Arbenz and paint him as a Soviet puppet, a CIA-backed coup overthrew the Guatemalan president and replaced him with a military dictatorship that plunged the country into civil war for decades. But back to the present. Bernays is long dead, and neoliberalism has perfected propaganda. Influential rhetoric, if you want to be less dramatic about it. The new wave of political rhetoric that's flourished under neoliberalism isn't as often about that bad country over there or the bad ideology you need to hate. That's still around, obviously, but rather the more subtle, more diffuse propaganda of modern neoliberalism is a lot more about who we should be as people.
Pause. So we about to get at neoliberalism. If y'all would like to watch this video, man, I think I can. Oh yeah, you're not immune to propaganda. That's the name of this video.
Right.
It's a great video to watch. If you want to just get into it, and, it's a great video to watch. I watched the whole thing. Very good information in there, but for time's sake, we only played that 5 minutes because that was important for what we're getting into tonight. Now you know what propaganda is, right? What's next is that the video that y'all all sent you on Instagram. Matter of fact, get the Breakfast Club video first.
Okay, come.
And then go to I believe skip 5 minutes in.
5 minutes.
No, first play the beginning because I want y'all to see how smooth this man come in. Because remember, propaganda. One of the biggest groups that get propaganda is pushed for is the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans that band together and read the Bible on the corner, who the people describe as the Black Hebrew Israelites.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we get propaganda pushed on us heavily.
Oh yeah,
to where it's just people walking down the street and they say, no, these people never had a conversation with an Israelite. They never talked to Israelite and they don't know Israelites.
Mm-hmm.
But all of a sudden, they know, they aggressive. No, y'all rude. No, y'all disrespect. You've never had any encounter of any sort with an Israelite, but you saying that. For what? Why are you? Because of the propaganda pushed on us, our people.
That's right. That's crazy.
The leader of the ADL got on Breakfast Club one time and said that we were responsible for a shooting in Jersey.
Cat.
This is just that's propaganda. Because when you read the police reports of when you read the police reports of that same event, it's no evidence and nothing in there that says that a Hebrew Israelite did it.
Right.
And the man that did it had no ties with the Israelite group. It came out that he was a Muslim.
Right.
Right. Go ahead, Amari.
Hey, think about how easy it is for them to push that propaganda that, you know, somebody that's enacting some type of violence is somehow connected to being a Hebrew Israelite. If he got a beard, if he a black man, they go, you know, hey, his dude's a Hebrew Israelite. What evidence do you got that he was a Hebrew Israelite for real? You see what I'm saying? Like, but it's easy to just throw that on us. You know, this person could have never had no encounter with a camp ever. This dude could have, you know, like you said, The Rock, he got no ties, but it's easy for them to just slap that on there. Oh, he was a Hebrew Israelite, but they don't do that though when it comes to these other faiths though. They don't, because
I'll go to you, King. Go ahead.
Well, I was just gonna say, because how more often does it occur when you see like these mass shootings and when you see these crimes going on that these people fall under the umbrella, or they will claim that they're Christian, or they, you know what I'm saying, they Catholic or whatever, but they don't put that on them though. But they want to push that propaganda on us, so they say he was a black Hebrew Israelite.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, that's right, and that's a true, King, because everything they say about the Hebrew Israelites is this, right? That we're violent, that we're full of hate. All we do is disrespect women and children. That we hate women. They hate women, but all we do is uplift our women. That we hate children. All we do is uplift our kids, and our kids don't got to be somebody that's young. It could be somebody that's older, but we take them as our own because Christ told us to be a father to the fatherless. But they'd say that we're all these violent people. They got this loud, crazy mouth, but they forgot the crimes the Muslims have done throughout the generations. They forgot the crimes that Catholics have done. They forgot the crimes that Christians have done. We haven't done nothing close to any of those crimes. Not even close. Not even an inch. Not even the smallest particle of sand you can find in the sea. We haven't done that close of crime compared to what they have done to the whole world.
Exactly.
But they want to say that we're the most violent, most inhumane people there's in this world. Well, that's propaganda. That's why everybody that knows that I'm an Israelite, they see me as just a damn hater of the world. I hate everybody. But really, all we do is preach love to our own, that nobody's ever give them love. I yield with that.
That's the fact. That's the fact about the whole thing. Hey, somebody give me, it's in Colossians, right? Swayed by every wind of doctrine. Oh, I found it. Oh no, I didn't find it. No, I found it. It's in Colossians, but find that. But hey, before we read that, play this video right here. I want y'all to see how smooth this devil come in. Hold on.
Okay. Start from the beginning, right?
Yeah, start from the beginning. Okay. Hey, fair use, this is for educational purposes only. You know what I mean? Read that. Go ahead with that.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Charlemagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got a special guest.
And y'all watch this whole video too, man.
The Anti-Defamation League, Jonathan Greenblatt. Welcome back.
Good morning.
How you feeling this morning?
You know, I'm glad I'm here. Glad I'm here. We've definitely got stuff to talk about.
Man, what is going on in the world? People that don't know, don't understand, and what is going.
Yo, Salakia, I gotta say this real quick. He's asking the creator of the problems, the people that are in charge of all the problems.
Hey! Right. Go ahead, Chris.
And then they act like, oh, well, you know what? Let me just watch it. Let the people watch out one. It's crazy.
Oh my goodness, man. Y'all were always filled with zeal.
Right.
Go ahead, Chris.
Okay, keep going.
Israel and Gaza, what is happening?
Look, these are dark days. These are dark days. I would say that this last week
welcome to our world.
has probably been the toughest week of my adult life. So last Friday night, around 1:30 in the morning, I got a call from the head of my Israel office, who lives in a town called Modin, who said, you know, when the phone rings at 1:30 in the morning, you know, I look at the phone.
All right, you can skip. Go 10 minutes into the video, I believe.
10 minutes?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yo, these We're living in
Y'all see
dark
how
world.
smooth he came in there?
Bro,
He said,
smooth.
"Man, it's the hardest time of my adult life.
I'm
Right.
emotional. Like, feel sorry for me. Like,
You feel me? He taking you with him, right? He pulling on your heartstring. Remember what we just learned. Remember what we just learned about propaganda and what it does. The tactic it used to get to the people's view. Now, I'm not saying this man is using propaganda. I'm saying watch this man, right? Watch this man. Hey, somebody give me Cyrac 12 and 10.
Yeah, kind of classic.
Classic. Play that and see if that's what I want.
They filmed it. That Hamas was, there's been a big water crisis in Gaza for years. To step back, like Gaza is an impoverished, very tough place. Like our hearts should break for the people in Gaza, right? Who live under a repressive Hamas regime, who have suffered greatly. Like we should. There's a human dimension to this on that side that you can't talk about this without talking about that. Whose fault is it? What's Hamas's fault? 100%. Now I'll give you a good example of it. So the Israelis didn't think that they had the technology, and there's also been this water crisis for years, a lack of potable water, a lack of drinking water, terrible sewage problem. So it turns out, and now we know this because they filmed it, that Hamas has been taking the water pipes out of the ground, repurposing them in makeshift factories into missiles. So where did Hamas get thousands of missiles? They didn't. The Israelis would never prevent.
Hey, out of one. I love how these people talk about water lines. What have they been doing to get out of one? With the pipeline, taking Gad's whole land, spraying them with water, spraying them with pepper spray, taking their land for what? For their own come up. Like these people, like it's like they could point at they could point the fingers at everybody else, but they never do no wrong. They have never done no wrong according to them. And the way he's talking, then you got Jake over there looking at him all interested. Like Jake is just a damn coon. I don't want to say much. I yield out of one.
But boom, you see it. He's saying that, and I need somebody to fact check that. Is Hamas using Gaza's water? What do you say? Water pipelines?
Let me check.
To make missiles. You got to fact check because what he said about he lied a couple times. He lied a bunch of times on Breakfast Club one time about us. Now everything he say it got to be fact checked from here on. Everything he say, right? It got to be fact checked from here on because he just be saying shit sometimes. Excuse my language, y'all. He just be saying stuff sometimes that don't necessarily be true, right? We know because we're a victim of his antics of just saying stuff. So we're gonna fact check that. Play the video.
The only thing I've seen out of one is real quick. The only thing I've seen it says the next round of allegations against Hamas. Allegations. It's not even a fact. That's the first article I've seen. There's ain't too much articles on it, and they're not even that old. They're a couple of days old. And he said the next round of allegations. So it's not even a fact. He's just saying that. And of course, propaganda, people are gonna do the research, they're gonna take it as what he's saying.
Exactly. I'm glad you said that. That all praise to the Most High, man.
Come on.
So hopefully, if that's a fact, it comes outside. It comes out for the public view, so then you can judge righteous judgment. Because that's what we want to do in these last days, man. Right? But let's play the video. Because watch what he tried to do.
And neither would the Egyptians. Where did they come from? They took the water pipes out of the ground. The water pipes that serve their population, that facilitate things like sewage and the passage of potable water, and they turn them into missiles. And again, you can see the footage of this. So we say, whose fault is it?
Look for that footage.
Say,
we need to, and if you can't, try to go on Twitter and find it.
Yeah.
I don't got Twitter, I don't want so, man.
Oh, y'all got Twitter either? Hey, we're going to try to go on Twitter and find that. You give me a second.
Okay, I found a video. I'll send it to Amari.
All right, for sure. Look, play that, though.
That it would be, Gaza does not need to be like this. it does not need to be the most densely placed, I don't know if this is the most densely, but a highly impoverished pocket. But the reason why it is that, the reason why it is in such bad straits is because of the Hamas that runs it, that took over in a coup d'etat in 2005, maybe 2007. The Hamas that has not had an election in 16 years. The Hamas that forces women to wear hijabs. The Hamas that hangs gay people or kills them. There are no gay people in Gaza, at least open or out. The Hamas that doesn't allow the construction of churches or, other kind of means of worship for other people. I mean, that's the reason why the situation is where it is. I'm not saying Israel doesn't.
The situation is it go back like 15 seconds.
Hey, so like I don't want, but you see what he's doing. Okay, go ahead. I'll let you go, and then I'm gonna go because it's heavy what he's saying. What he's saying is like, hold on, Hamas. Hey, go ahead. I'll let you go. I don't want.
You see it though.
God, I see it.
But that's when I was watching this video, I'm like, oh snap.
Mm-hmm.
What he's trying to do on the Breakfast Club is sway a people's opinion right now. That right there was what you were saying was propaganda being pushed towards them.
Right.
These are people that hang gay people, and now people over here in Babylon the Great like, do what?
Hey, I don't. Right? The men make the women stay covered up.
You gotta keep clothes. This is what they're saying.
Hey,
He's not saying this for no reason. God. But go ahead, King.
And then what better way? For one, coming on the Breakfast Club, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
A platform that our people esteem very high. You know what I'm saying? Like the opinions of someone like Charlemagne, right? And now you saying something like, man, the women got to be covered up. If the women disagree, the men is going to back that, and then they going to disagree. And then, like you said, the homosexuality, how they treat them, that's an outrage for Babylon. That's an outrage for the people of Babylon. You know what I'm saying? Especially a politically correct platform like the Breakfast Club. Come on, man. Like that's definitely propaganda.
This is hey man. Play it again. Look what he said. He's saying all of this is happening in Hamas. Let's not forget to mention that they hanging gay people. They're not allowed to be gay there. The women are forced to cover up there. This is what he's saying, just to say these people are bad people. All right, keep going.
Gay people or kills them. There are no gay people in Gaza, at least open or out. The Hamas that doesn't allow the construction of churches or other kind of means of worship for other people. I mean, that's the reason why the situation is where it is. I'm not saying Israel doesn't have its problems. I'm not saying Israel shouldn't do more. I mean, I've been here before, and I've been an active, fierce, ferocious advocate.
We're done with him, man. He's done.
He's finished.
Right? Go to the video of him on Instagram. What is Hamas? Right? But y'all see what he was trying to do, man. Right? We're gonna throw that back up there. That was for educational purposes only. Just to show an example of of propaganda for educational purposes. Right? So what he was trying to do was sway a point of view. He was trying to sway a people group. People of different religions and different backgrounds and beliefs. People that are in different sexual orientations. People that are of a certain view of liberation and clothing. No, he was trying to touch different. He was trying to touch different areas.
Exactly.
By saying this is you should be outraged at Hamas for the same reasons that I'm outraged for them.
That's right.
Not only are they attacking my people, but they attack people like you. He's trying to hit home. He's trying to hit home to y'all for a reason. Because he wants y'all to be, you know what? I'm on his side. Matter of fact, go ahead and go to them 2 Instagram posts, right? He wants y'all to be like, oh, I'm on his side, right? And then you got our own brothers, then what? Getting on live like Amari Stoudemire. Having extreme emotions for what's going on over there. For people that's not even his.
Right.
sending aid on private jets like Floyd Mayweather, right? Letters like LeBron James. Now you got our people fully invested into this, right? Let me show them 2 posts by
Okay, so
LeBron and Floyd.
okay, Kyle, did you still want the Instagram post of him in that short clip?
Yeah. Give me that after though.
All right, cool. I'm gonna get
For sure.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
get
give me the
LeBron.
post first. So boom, you got your own people. They invested into this right here. Their hearts are fully given over to what's going on in the nation that's not even theirs. That when they wake up, what's happening over there do not affect them. But they feeling like this. Zoom in a little bit. Why is this on his page?
Right.
Where's Floyd Mayweather from? He from Philly?
To Detroit, somewhere out there.
Went Michigan, I want to say.
He's from Michigan?
Yeah.
This man is from the hood, man.
I could probably read that one. I could read it.
Yeah, you could read it. Read it.
I stand with Israel and Jews all around the world. I condemn anti-Semitism at all costs. I stand for peace. I stand for human rights. Terrorism is never the answer.
Go to LeBron's, man. This is crazy. So he's standing for Israel. He's standing for but who's standing for the hood? Who's standing for Michigan? Who's standing for Detroit?
Chicago.
Who's standing for Chicago?
Fresno.
Who's standing Fresno?
The border.
Who's standing for the immigrants that they put in the cages in damn Arizona? Who's standing for them? Where that post at? But now our people are fully invested into what's going on overseas, man. Over there in Gaza, man. Right? Read what's going on. Read what's going on here.
Colin, this from LeBron James. The devastation in Israel is tragic and unacceptable. The murder and violence against innocent people by Hamas is terrorism. The Spring Hill Company family sends our deepest condolences to Israel and the Jewish community. We pray for peace in the region and reiterate our continued commitment to fight hate in all its forms. Right. We all must work to ensure the tragedy does not spread even more hate, racism, and anti-Semitism.
Why is this on the forefront of their mind?
Exactly.
But what they trying to do is spread that throughout our community so that they have our support in this thing, man. And doing what they're doing. Because what they want you to do is back them up. But then what they're not about to say is, you know what? We about to bomb a hospital. When is that okay?
Where's their airplane and their letters for that bombing?
I said that too. I said that prematurely. Go to Instagram. Go to the who is Hamas video. So we can see how they right there.
What's it?
You gotta press the volume on
I see. Yeah, okay.
Islamic movement. It's got branches in different places. Started in Egypt. The Muslim Brotherhood chapter, if you will, in Gaza is called Hamas. Hamas is formed in 1987. Hamas, like I said, wins the election in 2007. When they don't get power, they kill the Palestinian. They fight, and they kill the Palestinian Authority, and they take over. So it is, and is recognized by the United States and the European Union and many governments as a terrorist organization. Now, it's a government. Why? Because as they say in their charter, it's called the Covenant of Hamas, they believe in violence, and they don't believe in peace. This is literally what it says. Again, I can read it if you want. So they believe in the eradication of the Zionist entity. They don't refer to it as Israel typically. They call it the Zionist entity because they don't want to recognize that Israel exists. So this terrorist group took over, and this terrorist group governs Gaza. This terrorist group, again, is a Muslim Brotherhood outfit. So they are a fairly oppressive regime, meaning that it's an Islamic state, meaning they don't allow other religions, they don't allow music, they don't allow dancing. It's a lot like the regime in Iran or what ISIS wanted to build in Syria. So these are not people who are like liberal Democrats, and these are not people who I think all of us could very easily relate to, and they would certainly have no interest in relating to me. So the ordinary Palestinian people, Charlemagne, are just living there. They're not necessarily members of Hamas. Most Palestinian people are not in the Hamas like military units. They're just moms and
Real quick. Real quick.
going to the grocery.
I'm gonna read something real quick about the Talmud because he's saying that the Hamas say that no other religions are welcome, right? Well, this is what the Talmud says: the Jews are called human beings, but the non-Jews are not humans; they are beasts. That is the Talmud, Baba Messiah 114b.
That's the Talmud. That's what the Jews believe in that. They call everybody else beasts. We have videos of their elders in Israel talking about how every nation is going to be their slave. How everybody that's not Jewish is going to be a slave. This how they moving. Floyd Mayweather, LeBron James, them Jews in the land that you wishing peace and safety to, want you in chains. They want you in chains. The leader of the ADL wants y'all in chains, man. Exactly. They not gonna say it, but if you ask them if they denounce what their text is saying, they're not gonna denounce it.
Okay.
If you look them in front of their face and tell them to denounce what they believe, they're not gonna denounce it. But you know what they're not? They're gonna villainize you for they're gonna villainize you for writing it down in your curriculum and make it be known. That's what they was trying to do to them brothers. They're an Islamic terrorist brotherhood that in their credo are pushing for destruction to Jews. And he even went on in their creed that said they're gonna hunt Jews. This is what they believe. They're gonna hunt Jews so much that the Jews are gonna hide behind bushes and rocks. And the bushes and the rocks are gonna scream out, "It's a Jew behind me, come kill him." That Islamic Brotherhood believes, right? And so he's bringing that out and bringing it up so y'all heartstrings can be pulled towards the Jewish community.
Okay, that's right.
Towards these Israelis, towards these brothers. I mean, towards these men, I should say. Y'all should feel for Israel. Y'all should feel for these Israelis, and then y'all hearts be turned like Floyd Mayweather and LeBron James, Amari Stoudemire, right? This is in hope. This is why he's on here doing. It's a chess piece move. But that video was made in the 13th of this month. That's when that video was made, right? What just happened, and you got that article, Amari? I think y'all were all sent it to you on IG, right?
I think 2 of them, King.
Come on. Put one of them on there. What just happened recently is that these Israelis. Oh, you had a point. Salaki, go ahead.
No, real quick. Before we go into that video, because this scripture from their unholy Talmud is going to go right into why they do what they do. Watch, check this out. This is a Koshen Hamash Pat. 405.
This is in the Jewish Talmud.
Done. A pregnant non-Jew is no better than a pregnant animal. Yikes.
That's how they feel. These people that you're standing with and that you this is how they feel. So you cannot even, they have overt racism towards the people that they believe should not even be in that land. Right? I should have had that video be played more, bro. Right? But they believe that's their land, Israel. Because hey, Amari, play that Instagram video again. But I want you to fast forward it a little bit because I want him to say what he said. Because he said something to the effect of Jews. This land was founded by Jews. This land was Jews up until then. And then Charlemagne said something real cold. He said something to the effect of, the people that live in Gaza want this two nation governed city. But the man from the ADL, he can't answer that. You can't answer that because what? They're fighting for a reason, over territory, over turf, right? Those Muslims believe that Ishmael is the progenitor, and believe that that's his land, and he gets the inheritance of Abraham. But those Israelis believe they descend from the Israelites.
That's right.
And the promises is to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and they're his descendants. So that's why they're fighting over that land. But now they in the government, now they in the politics, and now they want to put their religious beef aside and make it a political thing now.
That's right.
But it don't work like that. It's biblical prophecy that this stuff is gonna go on. It's biblical prophecy that land is gonna be inhabited by Gentiles.
Let's get that one.
So
Luke
it's
21.
a solar script. Go to where you about to go?
Luke 21. Bring that precept on one.
Oh yeah. 21. You want me to read it?
Now where's it at? I want I can read it for you. Where's it at?
Luke 21. Luke 21:24.
Can. I'm in John. Can Salaki going back. I don't want the articles in the background too. I don't want to bring it up.
Okay, Con.
I got that Luke Salaki. I'm gonna bring it out.
Bring it out, King.
Read that.
You got
Con, it's the book of Luke, chapter 21 and verse 24, and it reads, "And they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive into all nations."
This is talking about the Israelites. The Israelites are going to be trodden by the edge of the sword, and they're going to be spread to the four corners of the earth because of their disobedience. But read.
"And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles."
Of the who?
Of the Gentiles.
So Jerusalem is going to be trodden down by Gentiles. Read.
"Until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled."
So there's a time period where the Gentiles are going to be ruling and living in the land. And that's when the true Israelites are scattered because of their disobedience. That's what you're seeing now. You're seeing two Gentile group of people fighting over a land that belongs to you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. That's why there's no peace, man. That's why there's no resolution or resolve, right? But because they're so overtly racist to one of each other, they're so overtly showing bigotry, they're doing this now. They wanted you to be that man in the ADL got on the Breakfast Club October 13th and told you that this group is so disgusting, so vile. And the Israelis go and bombed a hospital. Zoom in a little bit. Don't show this gruesome. Hey man, this is a little gruesome, man. I'm gonna do like this. They bombed the hospital. And then what? At least 500 people have been killed in an Israeli air raid on Al-Ali Arab hospital in Gaza, according to the Palestinian Authority in the besieged territory. Several world leaders have condemned the attack. Here are some of the early key reactions. So let's go to Palestine. Let's see what Palestine has to say. These are these Israeli peers, right? Who on a certain level they respect a little bit, right? A spokesman for the Palestinian president denounces the air raid as an act of genocide and a humanitarian catastrophe, right? Abbas has also withdrawn from any previous scheduled meetings with the U.S. President Joe Biden, who is set to arrive in the region on Wednesday. So, boom, we got our hand in this business, funding is the Israelis, and doing acts like this, heinous crimes like this. And then I gotta ask you, you so-called Christians, how y'all feel about this, man? Because y'all call us all crazy and bigots and racist hate group on the corner where all we do is teach the Bible, but these Israelis are bombing hospitals. And they want you in chains. This is the Jordan. The Jordan feels in a statement on Tuesday, the Jordan Foreign Ministry strongly condemns Israel's act and emphasize the need to a need for international protection for Palestinian civilians at the end of the fighting and an end to the fighting, right? So they don't want none of this violence going on. and they want somebody to come over there, not them. They want somebody to go over there that's not them to protect these Palestinians. The Egyptian government has issued a statement denouncing the attack in the strongest terms, calling on the international community to step in and prevent further violations. Because what y'all need to understand is what they just did was is classified as a war crime.
Hey, so like one.
That's a violation. Go ahead, King.
Hey, we're gonna get into it, but real quick, I'm just gonna ask this question. I don't want everybody's saying somebody needs to get involved. There's a big reason why nobody's gonna get involved in what Israel is doing to them people in Gaza. There's a big reason why. Everybody's get involved. Nobody's gonna get involved because Israel already has. We're gonna play around a little bit. That article, I don't want. There's a reason why nobody's gonna get involved and everybody's gonna let Israel do whatever they want to do. Because they're scared of somebody. They're scared of something bigger than Israel.
Yeah, it's real. Hey, Gamaliel said it was an orphanage. It was a hospital and an orphanage. That's wild. It says, Qatar. You want me to read all of these?
No, I don't want. That's good enough right there. But look, what did Egypt say? The Egyptian government is issued a statement denouncing the attack in the strongest terms, calling on the international community to step in and prevent further violations. There's a big reason why nobody can step in and stop it. We're gonna play that right now, Adawan. We're gonna actually show why.
Pull it up.
Let me.
Hey, he gonna get. Hey, y'all all gonna get into it.
Give me a second, family. We're gonna get it right now.
It's a reason. The man said we need somebody to step in so no more violations. When y'all ask somebody to step in, y'all gotta realize see. I believe it's in Sirach. It said before you do something, what you gotta do is count the costs. Right? Somebody find that precept for me. Count the costs. Count the costs. And that's exactly what people are doing right now. They have to count the cost. Right? Hey, while my brother find that, watch.
It's already in the back, I don't want.
All right, con. Hold on real fast before we play it. I'm gonna do this.
Thank you for watching. You can support the body via Cash App or PayPal. You can also support the channel by joining our Patreon for exclusive videos and content that can't be found anywhere else. We're the Sons of Thunder. It's our heart's prayer and desire for Israel that they might be saved. Shalom.
This month's sponsor is brought to you by Mealy's Naturals, handcrafted natural soaps. Be sure to visit the website, mealysnaturals.myshopify.com. And be sure to visit her Instagram at mealys.naturals. Mealy's Naturals. It's an herbal vibe.
Welcome to the Truth of Yah. The Truth of Yah's board game's mission is to humble the world in the truth of Yah. The Truth of Yah's board game's vision is to build up the poor man and woman in spirit. Many people are deceived by lies, deceit, fraud, pride, forward mouth, arrogance, and evil ways. The poor in spirit are attacked daily. The vision to build up the spirit is to cause people only to walk in the ways of Yahweh, just as his son Yahweh Shai and the prophets did, by not just speaking the word, but by putting every word Yahweh spoke into action.
We're the Sons of Thunder Israelites, and it's our heart's prayer and desire that you all get the Truth of Yah game.
Use our discount code SOT for additional savings.
Shalom. All right, let's play, man. Let's get it going, man.
Go ahead, y'all.
God, this article right here, right? Everybody wants to know why doesn't everybody step in? Why doesn't everybody step in and stop this? This is why. Look who's headed over there. How the U.S. military moves, including 2,000 Marines, will play into the Israel-Gaza conflict. Let me see. Let me go a little bit more down. And right here. Can I be heard?
Con, you can.
2,200 U.S. Marines aboard 3 ships. Where are the Marines? The 2,200 Marines from the 26th Marine Expeditionary Unit are abroad 3 U.S. Navy ships as part of their regular deployment to the Middle East. Those 3 ships sailed away from the U.S. together as an amphibious ready group, but then they split up as needed. That's why 2 of the ships, the U.S. Bataan and the U.S. Cartel Hall, were in the Arabian Sea Tuesday after having left the Persian Gulf earlier this week. The 3rd ship, the U.S. Mansa Verde, is in the Mediterranean only because it had to undergo repairs in Spain. So basically, we're reading right here, family, is right now everybody's saying somebody step in. No, nobody's gonna step in. Why? Because America's already in there. The strongest country when it comes to military intelligence is already having their back. You think Egypt, you think these little small countries, these little small Arab countries are going to step in? Who's going to go against the weapon, the Lord's weapon? Who's going to go against them? Nobody can stop them. When it comes to war, when it comes to military might, who's going to go against Babylon? Nobody. You can't win. Even if you have 1,000 loyal people that are ready to fight for you, you cannot beat them. That's why Israel's going to take out hospitals, they're going to take out orphanages, and nobody's going to go and talk about this. Of course, we're going to see the memes on social media. We're going to see people mad bringing this up. But to say that we're going to see this as a national thing, in other words, that we're going to see a propaganda against us, we're not going to see it.
Come on. Want me to keep reading?
Can you keep on reading that one? Let me go down.
It left ports this week with about 650 Marines and sailors abroad and is moving eastward in the Mediterranean. But it has not been given orders to head to the Eastern Mediterranean, as was done with the USS Gerald R. Ford aircraft carrier. But it will be available if that order is given. Will the Marines on this ship head to Israel? There has been no decision to send these Marines or the ship close to Israel. But on Tuesday, the Pentagon confirmed that they are moving into position where they could be closer if any order is given on a short notice.
So that just tells you they're ready. They're ready for somebody to just send the button. Hey, let's do this. They're ready for it.
Hey, do Hamas got ties in with Russia?
I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do with Iran, especially with Iran, because Iran, when all that went down, see, there's a lot of stuff. I'll be watching a lot of like podcasts. United States, it's crazy how all this stuff works, right? United States had them freeze like $6 billion or $8 billion of Iran's money, and maybe about a month ago, a couple of weeks ago, United States unfroze that money, so Iran got that money now, all that money, all those billions, and now it's coming out that Iran actually funded the Hamas attacks. They funded them. Hamas, Iran did, Syria did. All those other Arab countries have always been against America. They're part of the what's the name of the other unit, the BRICS.
Oh, BRICS
funding them. So of course, Iran, they have a real good relationship with Russia. So right now, everybody's just seeing. Let's see what America does. They want to see what's on America's next move. They already know what Israel's gonna do, but it's just because even I was watching yesterday. The shout out to Besson Zakari. I was watching Guerrillas and Hassad yesterday. One of the soldiers that was that was out there in Israel, and he was saying that the people in Israel are saying this, that even they will be betrayed because they're saying this. He's like, why is it that we have because Israel themselves have a real strong army, real strong intelligence. Also, come on, they got the Iron Dome that could shoot down any missile they shoot down 90% of the missiles that tries to reach their land. Right. They were saying, why is America on their way over here? I thought we have a good military. So it's like it's something fishy is going on. Or something's gonna happen. I don't want if it doesn't stop anytime soon, which it doesn't look like it, because 500 deaths in a hospital and like the first an orphanage. Come on now, that's pretty inhumane right there. Pretty inhumane.
That's really inhumane. That's really inhumane.
But like I said, but going back to the propaganda, the title of the lesson. But all we've heard is just the negative things, and that's the same thing that we always see. We always see the negative things about other people. They never bring up what they do. What they do is put away. It's put away. It doesn't exist. It's you. You guys are the reason why the world's the way it is. I yield out of one.
Con. Right. That's exactly what's happening. Now we're sitting here, and our people are being asked to sway between one side, to pick a side, right? But now we have all type of biases being pushed at us at once. We have different propaganda pushed at us at one time, right? Just to go, I'm gonna read this real fast. This is Luke 14:28. For which of you intendeth in building a tower, sitteth not down first and counteth the cost, whether he have sufficient to finish it. Now that's exactly what these nations is doing. America about to sit down and count the cost and say, do we want another world war right now? That's what they gotta realize. Because if these, this Islamic group Hamas, if they have ties in with Iran, who got ties in with Russia, and they being pulled in to this game, Russia want to fight with America. China, North Korea want to be after America. They want those American problems. They want them problems, right? So now if we all get pulled into this mess, now they got to sit down and count the cost. Now Joe Biden got a decision to make. We're gonna bring us in this war. We're gonna bring us in this fight. Are we gonna chill? Or are we gonna handle this? Israel, you wrong for these war crimes, right? Now they got to make those decisions. But you, as a child of God, you as an Israelite, the reason this is being brought out to you is to teach you this discernment that you ought to have. Right? Let's get Sirach 11:7, Proverbs 18:17. Get Proverbs 18:17 in the in Bible Hub for me, because I'm looking for a specific translation. And then get John chapter 7 and verse 28. Let's get Christ first.
Slaki, what was that first one you wanted in a different translation?
Proverbs 18:17.
18, 17.
Yeah.
Let me see which one you want. And you said Bible Hub?
Yeah. Look it up in Bible Hub.
Okay, got you.
Man, say he want the orange man back. Get things cracking. The orange man back.
That's crazy.
My man had a Rico on his. My man had a Rico. It was over here at Fulton County.
Yeah, he's down there at Rice Street.
Hey, real quick to Brother Carlos Wilson. Nobody knows the day or time. Only the Most High King.
Exactly.
Right. Let me see.
Go ahead and get John 7 and 23 first.
Okay, God.
So, Lock, y'all got it.
Read that. But
it's the book of John, chapter 7 and verse 24. Is that what you wanted?
Come.
And it reads, judge not according to the appearance, but judge righteous judgment.
It's a judge not according to appearance, but judge righteous judgment. Right? This is what Christ is telling us to do. Now, when you see in these two situations, what you ought to do is judge righteously between the two sides. Now, how do you judge righteously? Well, you take everything into consideration. Get that in Sirach 11:7. How do you judge righteously? Not by appearance, not how somebody is telling you, but you what? Read that.
It's the book of Sirach, Ecclesiastes, chapter 11 and verse 7. And it reads, blame not before thou hast examined the truth. Understand first and then rebuke.
So we're not gonna blame before we hear the whole. We gotta hear the whole matter, right?
Right.
You gotta understand, and then you rebuke aside. Then you choose what you're gonna stand on. You choose the justice, right? And contrary to what was wicked in the situation, right? But this is how you judge righteous judgment. You take everything into consideration, right? That's what Christ is telling you to do. Because you may hear one side, and that's what, and you listening to this man, the director of the ADL, you listen to him describe the situation. He was like, man, these are some wild boys.
Right.
These are some monsters, right? But then you hear the other side, then you see how they really get down, and you're like, damn, so now I see what's going on. It's Satan fighting against Satan. Now you see what's going on. Now you're like, okay, I'm not going to invest my feelings in this because both these guys is crazy.
Sure.
Right? Read that in Proverbs. I won't try to NLT. What that say?
I'm gonna try NLT. So this is Proverbs 18:17. In the NLT, the first to speak in court sounds right until the cross-examination begins.
Until the cross. So that's the one I wanted. right? First, he sounded cool, right? He sounded great. Sounded like the cause. It was something that you should be fighting for and believing in.
Right.
But until the cross-examination came, now you know what's going on. Now you see what's going on. I think, what was it? It was 18 and 17, Abadathia. It was 18 and 17.
18, 17 Proverbs.
Right? So what we got to understand is that that cross-examination is always needed when you come to not be. Y'all got Colossians?
I think you wanted Ephesians 4 and 14.
Ephesians 4.
Yeah,
That's exactly what I wanted. Ephesians 4 and 14. Get that in the NLT as well. Ephesians 4 and 14 in NLT. So what y'all not about to do, you Israelites, those that are going to let that cross-examination come out, those that are going to hear the whole matter, right? Those that are not going to be judging by sight or by what people are telling you, y'all are not going to be shook up or got caught in the mix in certain situations, especially when it comes to nation to nation, but even the smaller matters that we are to judge when it comes to gossip and things in that nature, right? Because what y'all are not going to do is give in to that hype, give in to different modes of propaganda, whether it's on a person-to-person level or a nation-to-nation level, right? Y'all are called to have that responsibility per the words of God, per the words of Christ, per the wisdom that comes from Solomon and the wisdom that comes from Sirach, right? But get that Ephesians 4 and 14.
It's the book of Ephesians, chapter 4 and verse 14 in the NLT. Then we will no longer be immature like children. We won't be tossed and blown about by every wind of new teaching.
So we're not gonna be blown away like little kids, because a little kid believe everything they hear or everything they see. A little kid see a magic show and they think this man is really pulling rabbits out of hats for real. You see what I'm saying? They believe what they seeing. They believe the gossip that they hearing. Oh, you better not. Oh, you put the tooth under your pillow and a tooth fairy gonna come and exchange it for money. They believe in that. But that's the same thing that a lot of us in our adult years are doing. We hearing stuff. We hear the ADL get up there and talk about us, the Hebrew Israelites, right? Who he describes as the Black Hebrew Israelites. We hear him get up there and push different attributes and things that he puts on us that are not necessarily true. But a lot of y'all in y'all adult years are just taking it and not researching it.
Right.
When the man from the ADL starts saying stuff, I start telling these brothers, I said, look that up, man. Let's see if it's true. That's what you should do in your adult years. Don't be moved about by new teachers, man. This is just coming up. This is Rick Ross said so. He said accusations. False accusations, man. We're not about to be carried away by those. He pointed. We're not about to be carried away by these false accusations. Read on.
Right.
We will not be influenced when people try to trick us with lies so clever they sound like the truth.
That's propaganda. We're not gonna be wrapped up when people are trying to get us on their side with lies that sound truthful, right? Because it always sounds truthful until that cross-examination come out, right? That what Proverbs said. But read on. Oh, that was it.
Yeah, that was it on it.
All praises to the Most High, man. Right? So we gotta come anew. We're gonna be acting as children of understanding, children of light. That's Ephesians 5. Children of light. We're gonna walk in understanding of what these laws, statutes, and commandments. Because when we're doing that, we're trusting in God. And that's a foundation that can never be moved. Right? I hope y'all understand. I hope y'all love that lesson, man. Right? I ain't got nothing else for it. Right? That's it. If y'all have any questions, y'all can go ahead and try to get them up there right now. We love y'all, family, and I'm glad y'all joined us for that lesson. I pray that it was edifying. I pray that y'all, were edified and entertained at the same time. Tune in next week. I know I said it was for this week, but I got a Christian lined up for a debate next week, y'all. I got a Christian that he said for sure. He told me today.
Yeah.
He said for sure. He gonna come on the channel and talk about the law of Christ. He want to do that next Tuesday. So next Tuesday, 8:45 Eastern Standard Time, a heavyweight match.
They Salakia.
The main event. Go ahead.
And he got to. Now that he said that, because it wouldn't be Christ-like if you know what I'm saying. If you say that, you don't come.
Nobody told him to say that either. Nobody said he said that. He gave me his word. So come on, tune in next week, Tuesday for this heavyweight SmackDown match, man.
That's right.
Between the Sons of Thunder Israelites and this Christian.
God.
What we're gonna do valiantly for the Lord. Hey, the elder said the elder said he don't think it's gonna happen, man. He just messaged me just now. He just hit up in the chat. He said the man's not gonna come on.
I agree.
Hey, but I didn't want to give him the benefit of the doubt.
I got faith. I got faith in my Christian brother.
I have faith. He gonna come up on here, get smacked down by these Northern Kingdom and Southern Kingdom brothers, man. These Israelites.
The Most High
Southern Thunder gonna handle that. You know?
It's like you.
Predictions. Hey, y'all put your predictions in the chat, man.
Yeah.
You got some, cuz?
Oh yeah, Kyle. I was gonna say that. Like I was talking to you about earlier. I might have one too.
And then Mario trying to line up a little matches as well.
I'm trying to bring him in nice. Let him know it's gonna be a good dialogue. He a big Trinitarian. He said he got to fast on and pray. So hopefully by next Tuesday, he gonna do that.
Let him fast and pray, man.
Yeah,
let him fast on it and let him pray. Hopefully the Lord give him that urge to, hopefully that fast and that prayer lead him to the Spirit for real.
For real.
Hopefully he get on here, realize his doctrine is given to him. But the elder went into it. If y'all, on fan base, the elder went into it crazy. Yeah. He started going into the origin. Y'all Patreon members be looking out for that. Because he gave a snippet of that origin to the people on fan base. Right. What we're going to do on the Patreon is give y'all that whole thing, man. The origin of the Trinity. Probably give y'all a little series on that as well, man. Exactly. So y'all look forward to that, you Patreon members, man. Right? And if you're not a Patreon member, you're going to want to get that. It was real good. It was a teaser for the fan base, but y'all going to get the whole road through the Spirit. Right?
It's
and with that, man. Oh, you had a point. Go ahead, Ken.
Well, just a quick one, just because we was talking about it. I didn't like the elder be going into it too. That's what really made me think about it once he said it. He said it today, but he said it before too. Like, why? Like, what's the reason to believe in the Trinity? God never asked you to do that. You know what I'm saying? But the things that he did ask you to do, Christians, they can be pretty hypocritical because the things that are commanded in this plane, they say, we don't got to do. Like the commandments, you know what I'm saying? But something like the Trinity, God never told you to believe that, but that's what they go the hardest on. I don't know. That'd be just making me think.
That's true. Man. Be making me think too. I don't know what's up with them, man. But with that being said, we are the Sons of Thunder Israelites. Thank y'all for joining us for this True Tuesday. It's our prayer and heart's desire for all Israel to be saved. Shalom.
Shalom.
Thank you for watching. You can support the body via Cash App or PayPal. You can also support the channel by joining our Patreon for exclusive videos and content that can't be found anywhere else. We're the Sons of Thunder. It's our heart's prayer and desire for Israel that they might be saved. Shalom.
This month's sponsor is brought to you by Mealy's Naturals, handcrafted natural soaps. Be sure to visit the website, mealysnaturals.myshopify.com. And be sure to visit our Instagram at mealys.naturals. Mealy's Naturals. It's an herbal vibe.
Welcome to the Truth of Yah. The Truth of Yah's board game's mission is to humble the world in the Truth of Yah. The Truth of Yah's board game's vision is to build up the poor man and woman in spirit. Many people are deceived by lies, deceit, fraud, pride, forward mouth, arrogance, and evil ways. The poor in spirit are attacked daily. The vision to build up the spirit is to cause people only to walk in the ways of Yahweh, just as his son Yahweh Shai and the prophets did, by not just speaking the word, but by putting every word Yahweh spoke into action.
We're the Sons of Thunder Israelites, and it's our heart's prayer and desire that you all get the truth of Yah game.
Use our discount code SOT for additional savings.
Shalom. All right, let's play, man. Let's get it going, man.